able to see the screen, say yes, my dear children.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So, all right. So we are going to have a look at this beautiful chapter called gravitation. This is a very, very important chapter. This gravitation journey will be very nice. I mean, it will be awesome. All the notes will be shared to you. This from the bamboo paper only notes will be shared to you. And this is very phenomenal. In a ninth standard, you are going to learn this, and same thing will repeat in 11th class also. Yes, in 11th class also this chapter will repeat. So that's why you should be learning it with full attention. Are you excited for this journey of gravitation, dear children?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, yes.
Yes. All right. So everybody is going to put a heading gravitation. Everybody put this heading gravitation. Yeah. Let's see this. What is this gravitation? Let's I mean dissect this. Let's do all postmortem of this chapter, gravitation. Okay, we'll have small sessions on this chapter, gravitations, one by one. All right. Dear children, gravitation means, now look at this. Now we heard this, we know about this. For example, there is a positive charge and positive charge. What they do, they repel, no? Positive and positive, they repel, right?
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
And if negative, negative are there, they will also repel, right? Negative, negative, they will
Yes.
also repel, no? And if positive, negative is there, what happens to positive, negative? Positive, negative, they attract, no? Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no? Now, for example, you know magnets, no? Everybody knows magnet, right? North pole magnet and south pole magnet. Do you know about magnets?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So now, if you bring one more north pole magnet and south pole magnet, I mean north pole and south pole, they will be together only. If you bring another magnet like this, now what will happen between them? Tell me. What will happen between this north pole and north pole? Will they repel or attract?
They'll repel, sir.
They
Repel,
repel,
sir.
no? Then similarly, if north pole and south pole magnets are brought like this, then what happens between them? They attract, no?
Attract, sir.
Yes or no? So do you guys know all these
Repel,
things?
sir.
They attract, no? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now, whatever force I have discussed here, no, dear children, the kind of force, whatever I have discussed here, this kind of force is called electric force. What is the name for this force, dear children? This is called as what
Electric.
force? Yeah, electric force it is because of charge, no? So electric force. Electro means a charge. Electron we say, no? So electric force it is. What kind of force it is, dear children? What kind of force it is? Is it magnetic force, dear children?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So about this electric force and magnetic force, where you are going to study? You are going to study in your 10th standard and 12th standard, correct? Yeah. Yes, dear
Yes, sir.
children. Now
Yes, sir.
you have to learn about gravitational force. You must have heard about gravity and all, gravitational force. Okay. The first and foremost thing what you are supposed to know in gravitational force is gravitational force exists due to masses. Okay. Gravitational force, whatever it is there, no? So whatever this gravitational force is there, so this gravitational force is possible because of mass, is possible because of mass. Okay, if any two bodies are there with mass, then definitely there will be some gravitational force in between them. Is it clear, dear children? Is it
Yes, yes,
clear?
sir.
So
Yes, sir.
gravitational force is possible because of mass. Okay, if any bodies are having mass means, if for example any two bodies are having mass, for example this is one body and it is having mass m1 and this is having mass m2, and there is some distance between them means some distance d means, then there will be some force, and this force is always attractive, no repulsive force. Electric force is there, no? This electric force, whatever it is there, it can be attracting also and it can be repelling also. Look at this can be attractive as well as repelling. And this magnetic force also, repelling also it may be there and attracting also it may be there. Clear? But this gravitational force is always attractive. Gravitational force, gf I will use. So gravitation force is always, tell me, it is always attractive. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, dear children. Yes, all right. Always attractive. Okay. Okay, fine. Now one more statement I'm going to write. So I wrote it here already. So what is that? What is that statement? Let me put it in a red box so that it looks nice also, and it will be a main point. All right. So already I wrote it here. Gravitational force is possible because of masses. That means any bodies with masses, any two bodies with masses will have gravitational force in between them. Any bodies or any body with mass, any body with mass will experience, any body with mass experience which force? Gravitational force. Is this clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How much small it experience, how much big it experience, that's a different issue. We'll come to that later. Okay. Now, one more thing you need to understand. Now, this force, no, for example, this body and this body, these are there, no? Now, this force is there from center of the body to center of another body. So, the force will be acting between this center to center. Now, this body will be pulling this body from the center, and this body will be pulled from the center like this. Okay. So that's why gravitational force is what kind of force? Gravitational force is a central force. We call it as central force. What is this? Gravitational force is central force. Is this understood, dear children?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What do you mean by central force? Central force means the force will be acting from center to center. Central force, the meaning of this word central force means force is from force is between centers of bodies. Centers of bodies. Clear, dear children? Yes. Did you understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
next point is gravitational force is weakest force in nature. Is weakest force. Gravitational force is weakest force in nature. Why it is like this? We'll understand this. Gravitational force is weakest force in gravitational force is weakest force in nature. All right. So why it is like that? The main things are there in 11th standard, but I will try to give you a feel of this. Gravitational force is weakest force in nature. Now, do you think I have some mass? I am standing here. Do you think I have some mass?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Now, one more person, for example, Shravan is standing here. Shravan is smaller than me, no? Do you think he is also having mass? I am having
Yes,
mass
sir.
m1 and he is having mass m2. Do you think between him and me there is some gravitational force?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Is there,
Yes,
sir?
this gravitational force is there because gravitational force comes because of mass. Gravitational force is there, but it is a very small. It is. It's very small between me and Shravan. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So gravitational force do not act between. Gravitational force is not considered between bodies with small mass. What is the next point? Gravitational force is negligible. Gravitational force is negligible between bodies of small mass. Bodies of small mass. Is it clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, dear children. Gravitational force is negligible between bodies of small mass. Then when it is available, when this becomes phenomenal, tell me when it becomes more active. Gravitational force is considered for big bodies, for for bodies with high mass, for bodies with large mass. What do you mean by large mass? Which bodies? Example can you give? Bodies with large mass means? Can you give any example for bodies with large mass?
Elephant.
No. Again, compared to, I mean, elephant is saying between elephant is also, I mean, yes, a truck again, yeah, being ninth standard. Yeah, all right, dear children. Large bodies means we have to consider planets. Can you compare the size of an elephant with planets?
No, sir.
Sun, then stars, all these things, large bodies means. Okay, so gravitational force is considered for bodies with large mass, especially celestial bodies. What are these? Have you heard the term celestial bodies?
No, sir.
No, celestial bodies means all these bodies in the all this universe, no, those who are roaming around the sun and all planets, the stars, they are there, no. In between those body, moon is revolving around Earth, right? Yes or no? Now
Yes,
here is
sir.
the Earth, for example. Here we have Earth here,
Yes,
Mother
sir.
Earth. Okay, Mother Earth, we have to show it with a green color, no? Why we are showing with green color? Because of vegetation and all, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Mother Earth. I mean, from where we have captured this body? We have captured our body from Mother Earth only, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
sir.
We
Yes,
have
sir.
got everything from Mother Earth only, and after a few years, we are going to give this body back to Mother Earth only. Yes or no? After a few years, after 70 years, 80 years, whatever it is, so we are going to give our body back to Earth only, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. So around this Earth, moon is there, no? So everybody knows about moon, right? So don't think like moon is black in color. So moon is revolving or not around the Earth?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Why the moon is male or female, dear children? I don't know. Moon is a celestial body, but moon is referred to as male in all these Hindu mythological stories and all. So moon, I mean, why moon is revolving around Earth? Tell me. There must be some force, right? Yes or no? There must be some force. That's why he is revolving, no? I mean, moon is revolving, no? Around the Earth. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So moon is revolving around due to some force. There must be some force between these bodies from center to center. There must be some force here. Okay. Similarly, we have sun also, no? Around this sun, who revolves? Earth revolves, no? Around sun, Earth revolves or not? Do you know this or not? First of all, tell me. Around sun, Earth revolves.
Yes, sir. Yes,
So
sir.
why? No, somebody is saying no. Around sun, Earth revolves. Why? There must be some force between center to center. No, this force itself is called as gravitational force. What is this? This force itself is known as gravitational force. Clear?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, I mean, again, I told you this point. What is that point? Gravitational force is considered for bodies with large mass, and gravitational force is long range force also. Gravitational force is a long range force. What do you mean by long range force? Long range force means it acts between the bodies at larger distance. It do not happen between smaller distances and all. Okay, gravitational force is a long range force. The meaning of this statement is like, tell me, what does it mean? It acts between bodies at larger distances. Correct? Those who are at larger distances from each other, between those bodies, gravitational force will be acting. Is this understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? I hope it is clear. Now all the things. Now tell me. So what are the characteristics of gravitational force? One question is asked like, what are the characteristics of gravitational force? If the question is like this. What are the characteristics of gravitational force? What will you say? What is the first characteristics? It is the weakest force in nature, no? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is the weakest force in nature. Why it is the weakest? More detailing we'll see. Okay. Weakest force in nature. Is it a central force?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I mean, is it a long range force? Is it a long range force? Yeah. Next, is it dependent on mass? Yes, dependent on mass. I told you. Okay, dependent on mass. Did you understand all these things? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Next, you can write acts between large bodies. Acts between celestial bodies. You can write acts between celestial bodies. Clear, dear children? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Why the class is very silent here? I mean, nobody is responding. How many are there in the class?
20, sir. 20.
No, you are not supposed to send the message, dear children. If you send the message, I won't be able to read them because I will be outside. No, so that's why you should be talking to us. All right.
Yes.
Yeah. All fine. No messages. Okay. Now, shall I go to next thing?
Yes, sir.
Now, there
Yes,
is
sir.
one law called universal law of gravitation. Everybody is going to put the heading. What is that law? Universal law of gravitation. Universal law of gravitation. Universal law of gravitation. Okay. Universal law of gravitation, and I'll be using the shortcut ULG for that. ULG. So what is ULG? Universal law of gravitation. Okay, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So what they will ask this question, okay, for sure. What is universal law of gravitation? Then you have to say universal law of gravitation means, first of all, you have to draw one diagram. That is like, here is the body, and mass of this body is like m1, and it has got one center. Okay. And here is another body with mass m2, and it is also having a center. Now between this center to center, there is some distance called d. All right. And you can take the distances
Yes, sir.
r also, no problem. So what you have to say? You have to say this statement: force of attraction. Force of attraction. Force of attraction between, or force of gravitation is also fine. Force of attraction between two bodies. Everybody write this. Force of attraction between two bodies with mass m1 and m2, with mass m1 and m2 is first one directly proportional to product of masses. Directly proportional to product of masses. Product of mass. Try to understand this. Directly proportional means this symbol. Have you seen this symbol, dear children?
Yes,
This
sir.
symbol,
Yes,
have you
sir.
seen?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So how to read this? F is directly proportional to m1 into m2. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The force of attraction between two bodies with masses m1 and m2 is directly proportional to product of masses, and I wrote that statement. Then after that, second one is inversely proportional. Inversely proportional to square of distance between them. Inversely proportional to square of distance between them. Inversely proportional to square of distance between them. That is like, f is inversely proportional mean 1 by, it comes, no, 1 by, what is the distance? D. Square of the distance means d square. So f is inversely proportional to d square. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so if it increases, d increases means f decreases, correct?
Yes, sir.
So that's what you need to understand. Okay, if d increases means f decreases. They're inversely proportional means one increases, another decreases. Now here, if m1 and m2 increases means what happens to f? It also increases, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One in the numerator means it will be increasing, and in the denominator means it will be, numerator means directly proportional means one increases, another increases. For example, this increases, this also increases. Now this decreases, this also decreases. Now inversely proportional means if it increases, it decreases, and if it decreases, it increases. Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
So
sir.
that
Yes,
is the directly proportional and inversely proportional. So I think you have learned in 8th standard, but still I'm repeating those things. Now combining 1 and 2, so I have this equation number 1 also and equation number 2 also, no? So if I combine that equation number 1 and equation number 2, then I'm going to get one thing here. That thing is like this. So that is like F is proportional to M1 M2 divided by D square. Clear, dear children? M1 M2 divided by D square. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
Now
sir.
to remove this proportionality sign, we to put this as equal, we keep one constant here that is called as G. What is that? G.
G.
Okay. So okay, capital G, it is not small g, capital G. We talked about small g also. Now what is small g? This is acceleration due to gravity.
Acceleration due to gravity.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, this is a different thing. This is acceleration, okay, and this is a different thing. Capital G is different, okay. So that G, and again I'm going to write M1 M2 divided by D square. M1 M2 divided by D square. This is the equation what I have got. So and I'm going to put it in a box like this. And in this, a very important point, dear children. In this, whatever G is there, no, that G is known as, the name of this G is universal gravitational constant. Please remember this. What is this? Universal gravitational constant. Universal gravitational constant. Very important. Wherever you go, why its name is universal gravitational constant is, wherever you go in the universe, its value do not change. It is same, universal gravitational constant. But how about G, my dear children? Whatever this G is there, no, on Earth, approximately how much we take? We take it as 10 meter per second square, no?
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
This is like on
Yes,
Earth.
sir.
Earth 10 meter per second square. Now, if you go on Moon, its value is different. Maybe like 5 meter per second square. Okay, it is different. I mean, this value of G changes in the universe. Wherever you go, this value will be keep on changing throughout the universe. Changes from place to place. Correct? Changes from place to place. This will be changing from place to place. The value of the small g means acceleration due to gravity. But whatever this capital G is there, no, capital G value on Earth also same, and on Moon also same, on Mars also same, on Mars, and wherever you go, on some other star, wherever you want to go, you can go. It is constant. I mean, it is not going to change. Is this understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So that's why this thing is called as what? Universal gravitational constant. It do not change. It is remaining same. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is its value and all? We'll see that. Okay, that value no need to remember. It is having some 6.6, and even I don't remember that. Okay, that value will
6.61
be
into 10 to the power.
yeah, all right. So 6.61, whatever it is there. So that will be given to you in the exam. No need to worry about the value of G. Clear, dear children?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so everybody got feel of this. This changes from place to place, but this won't be changing. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Shall we start to do some questions, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Let us do some questions. Write down first question, all of you. If distance between two bodies is distance between two bodies is doubled, if distance between two bodies is doubled, then gravitational force options they have given. First one is like increases by 4 times, and second option is like a decreases by 4 times, C, increases by 2 times. If you are changing the distance and all, it will change, no? Gravitational force will change or not?
Yes, sir. It will change.
Yeah, it will change. Increases by 2 times and decreases by 2 times. Take the correct option. Do it. Try it. Try this question, all of you, dear children. Try it.
B1, sir.
B, correct. I think B is correct. We'll see this. What is happening if distance between two bodies is doubled? You understand the meaning of doubling? That is like if it is 2, you have to make it as 4, 3 means 6, 10 means 20, like that. Okay, so let us try to understand this. Now, initially, for example, this body is having mass m1 here, and from center to center, there is some distance here. So m2 is also there. Center to center only you have to take, okay? You should not take from this point to this point. If you take like this, it becomes wrong. So always distance has to be taken from what point to what point? Center of one body to center of another body. That's why it is called central force, right, dear children?
Yes, sir.
So it is having distance d here. Now what is the gravitational force between them? F, right? So F, I am writing it as F. So it becomes G m1 m2 divided by d square, no? Yes or no?
Sir.
Yeah. Now
Yes.
what happened? Distance is doubled means the body is having mass m1 only, and it is here only. And from this onwards, the distance is doubled means now here also m2 is there. Distance is doubled means it has become 2d. Yeah. Correct? Yes, dear
Yes,
children,
sir.
are you
Yes, sir.
understanding what I'm saying? The distance has become 2D means now whatever new force is there, that won't be F. Let me call this that as F dash. Can I call it as F dash?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because force will change or not? Yeah? Force changes, no? Okay. Now here
Yes, sir.
G is there and M1, M2 is as usual there, but what is the distance? There it was D, that's why we wrote D square, but here it is 2D, no? That's why we have to write 2D whole square, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Okay, all right. Then afterwards, what it becomes? It becomes f dash. F dash is equal to g m1 m2 and 2d whole square means can I write it as 4d square? Yes, 4d square I have written, and I have written as f dash is equal to this 4 I will write separately 1 by 4 into, and this is like g m1 m2 divided by d square. As usual, it remains, no? This thing, whatever I'm taking, they are same things or different things? Tell me.
Same, sir.
Same thing.
Same thing, no? Everything is same. I have just written it separately. So 1 by 4 into G m1 m2 divided by d square. Look at this. G m1 m2 divided by d square means what is this? This is the old force. No, look at the G m1 m2 d square, whatever it is there. This is like equal to F, no? This is equal to
Yes,
F,
sir.
right?
Yes,
or
sir.
no? So if it is equal to F means, so instead of this G m1 m2 divided by d square, G m1 m2 divided by d square, can I write F here?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no?
Yes.
So new force has become 1 by 4 times of 10 means if initial force was 10, now what is a new force? New force is like 1 by 4 into 10. No, otherwise if it is 40, it is, I mean, if you are taking this old force as 40, just example I'm giving, okay? If this is like 40 Newton, 1 by 4 means 4 ones are 4 10, 4 tens are. So there's like 40 to 10 means it has decreased by 4 times, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Increased by 4 times means 10 to 40. Decreased means 40 to 10, right? Did you understand this? Whatever logic I gave you here. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what is the correct answer for this? What is the correct answer for this? Okay, I think everybody
B.
got it. What is the correct answer? Okay, decreases by 4 times. Will you do these kind of questions if they come, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I hope everybody understood it, whatever I am trying to tell there. Okay? Yeah. Shall I go to next question, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, all right. Now look at this before going to next question. Did I tell about centrifugal force to you guys? Centrifugal force, did I explain?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Centrifugal force means what is that centrifugal force? For example, there is a center and there is one body here. It is having mass m and it is revolving around this point with velocity v. Okay. Then it will be having centrifugal force that is like Fc. Fc is equal to half mv square. Did I tell you this?
No.
No, I explained, no, centrifugal force in laws of
MV
motion.
square by R you told, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sorry,
This
sorry, sorry. Not half m square. Sorry. I'm really sorry. I was thinking into other
Kinetic
thing.
energy.
Sorry. I'm really sorry, dear children. Okay, there was a boy in my window. He was seeing me. Suddenly, I just wrote. He was moving, so I wrote. I mean, half mv square. I'm really sorry. Okay, so this is like r. This is center. So this is mv square by r. No, yeah,
Yes, sir.
correct. No,
Yes,
mv square by r, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
All right. Now look at this. Now here is a sun. Here is sun. Sun means he will be having some mass. No, for example, sun is there or moon is there. Whoever it is, earth is there. So let us consider this as ms. Ms means what? Mass of sun. No, ms means mass
Yes,
of
sir.
sun. No, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes. ms means mass of sun. So we just write like this. I mean, this is like sun. Okay, sun. And here is earth. Okay, here is earth now. Okay, all right, earth. So we are going to represent this mass as ms. No, ms, and this mass as me. No.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Now
Yes,
between
sir.
them there is some distance, right? There is some distance d, right? Or you can write r also, no issue. It is your choice how you want to write it. So this distance is like r, right? Yeah, correct.
Yes,
No,
sir.
now this earth is
Yes,
revolving
sir.
around the sun or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
it must be revolving with some velocity also. Yes, it must be revolving with some velocity also. Yes or no?
Yes,
Tell
sir.
me, dear
Yes,
children.
sir.
Yeah, all right. So it
Yes,
is
sir.
moving with some velocity means, now can I write Fg? Fg means gravitational force, dear children. I mean, F also you can write. F from now onwards we'll use Fg. Fg means what? Gravitational force. Understood?
Gravitational force.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now what will be the formula for Fg? That Fg is equal to G ms into me divided by r square, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Because this is the mass of the sun and this is the mass of the earth. So can I mean, don't think like, sir, here you have taken capital E, there you have taken small e. Never ever be there in that symbolical game. Okay. Be there in the conceptual game. Okay. So this is like G ms into me divided by r square, right? So can I call it as equation number 1?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now similarly, that earth is experiencing centripetal force or not? Earth is experiencing what kind of force? Centripetal force, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So it experiences a centripetal force or not? Correct? Correct or not? If it is revolving,
sir.
means it is experiencing centripetal force, no? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, towards the center. I mean, this earth is getting pulled towards the center like this with what force? Fc, gravitational force. I mean, centripetal force. So here actually sun is trying to pull this earth with what force? Gravitational force, but that gravitational force itself is converted into centripetal force. No, I told you, right? There is nothing called centripetal force. So centripetal force, whatever it is there, centripetal force is a result of what force here now? It is centripetal force is a result
Gravitation.
of gravitational force. No, is a result of gravitational force, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So now, if a boy is standing here and he is tying a stone, and if he is revolving, means the centripetal force is there. That centripetal force is a result of which force? Muscular force, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Whatever muscular force he has, that is converted into centripetal force. Here, whatever gravitational force is there, no, Fg is there, no, that itself is converted into centripetal force or not? Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right, fine. So now can I write this Fg, whatever Fg is there, that Fg is equal to Fc, can I write? Can I write Fg equal to Fc?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
this
sir.
Yes,
gravitational
sir.
force is equal to centripetal force. Can I write or not? Because that is only converted. So this gravitational force is like G ms into me divided by r square, no? Hmm?
Yes, sir.
And that is equal to Fc means what? Fc means you know that that is mv square divided by r. M means I have to take earth, no? M, I mean, because centripetal force is on earth, so that's why me into v square divided by r, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So in this, so what will get cancelled here? So me and me they
Yummy.
get cancelled, no? And here one
Yes, sir.
r and another r get cancelled here, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Because it is r square means two r are there. R square means r into r. Here one r get cancelled, mean only one r remains, no? R square means, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
I hope everybody is understanding all these mathematical skills. These mathematical skills are very, very important. Then what it becomes? It becomes GMS divided by R is equal to V square, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Now can I write V is equal to under root GMS divided by R? Can I write like this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, can I write or not? So V is equal to under root GMS divided by R. Now look at this. V means what? This is called as this V is there, no, dear children? This is called orbital velocity of Earth. What is this? This V is called as what?
Orbital velocity.
Orbital velocity of Earth it is. Why it is called orbital velocity? Because orbit means, you understand, no, the meaning of orbit. Orbit means taking rounds, no?
Yes, sir. A
Yes
path.
or no?
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
this path, I mean, it is taking orbits around the orbital velocity. With some velocity, it is taking orbit, and Earth is doing that. That's why orbital velocity of Earth, we call it as VO also. VO means orbital velocity it becomes. So right now, you just keep it there. Now, you look at that formula, dear children. What is the formula for orbital velocity? Orbital velocity is like under root GMS divided by R, no? Correct, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is G is constant, no? Can we change this G? We cannot change it, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes or
sir.
no? Now, if you look that this orbital velocity is directly proportional to square root of ms. So whatever mass of sun is there, no, it is directly proportional to square root of mass of sun, no?
yes, sir.
Yes or no? If this body is a very heavy, this, I mean, body around which the other body is revolving, if it is very heavy means it will revolve with more velocity, no? For example, there is a big body like this. Okay, around this small body will revolve with more speed, no, like this.
Yes, sir.
Yes
Yes,
or no?
sir.
Now similarly there is small body here around this. If at all gravitational force is converting into centripetal force, it will go slow here, no? Same body, this is same body here. The whatever body we took here, the same body is here, same body. Now is a big body means here velocity is more velocity, very heavy velocity. But here around this small body, velocity is very small. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Look at that. Try to understand what I'm trying to say. So this velocity is there, no? This whatever velocity is there, that velocity is directly proportional to what? Square root of mass of other body. Here sun we have taken, that's why it is like that. And it is inversely proportional to square root of distance also. Look at this distance. If this distance is more, okay, now if this, for example, here is the sun and here is, I mean, very far away. Okay, same body, I mean, here also same body, here also same body. Now this distance is less, no? Here it will move with very high speed. Here the velocity is more, big velocity it is. Okay, very high velocity. And here the velocity is small it is. Yes, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes or look at this. So if you keep on increasing this distance, this velocity will go down or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yes, try to understand what I'm saying. So if mass of the body around which the other body is revolving, if mass of that body is very, very heavy means this velocity will be, orbital velocity will be very high. If the distance is less, then also velocity is more. But if the, I mean, what do you call that? So if that distance is increasing means velocity will decrease. Clear, dear children? Is this understood whatever I have told just now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, actually this is a 11th standard thing. Okay, now they will ask you one question, not in 9th standard, but still understand this. What they will ask, on what factors, on what factors, on what factors does orbital velocity, on what factors does orbital velocity of a body, of a celestial body, not a normal body, of a celestial body depends on, of a celestial body depends on. So if they ask a question like this, what will be your answer? Tell me. It depends on the mass of the body around which it is taking orbit, and it depends on the distance between the body and the other body around which it is revolving. Clear, dear children?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes or no? So what is the answer for this? So the first, you have to write how you are supposed to write the answer. You know the step writing, no? How to write the answer for this? On the following factors. You have to write like this, no? On the yes or no? Tell me, how will you
Yes,
write
sir.
the answer?
Yes.
Yes,
On the following factors, orbital velocity depends on. Till the time you reach your 10th standard, you should know how to write these kind of answers. Okay. On the following factors, orbital velocity depends on. Okay. And you have to underline this. Then you have to write first one. What is the first one? Depends on mass of the body. Depends on mass of the body around which it is revolving. Correct or not?
yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
what is the
Yes,
relation?
sir.
This is directly proportional to square root of m, no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Now are you asking me to write ms here? There I took sun, that's why it is ms. If it is like some other thing, if you are taking the example of earth and moon here, so here is earth and here is moon. So now what will be this orbital velocity formula? This orbital velocity formula will become under root gm e divided by r, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? So
Yes.
it depends on the mass of the body around which it is revolving. Clear? This is the first point. Clear, dear children?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next,
Yes, sir.
what is the second point? What is the second point? Second point is it depends on distance between bodies. It depends on distance between bodies. How it is dependent? So you know that. So it is inversely proportional to square root of distance. So that's it. Over. Yes, dear children. Did you understand this? Whatever I have told just now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. Fine. So I hope it is clear. Please turn off your mics here. What is this disturbance? All learning experience should be there. Inside a room, you should be. From my side, do you hear any disturbance anytime, dear children? Very rare, right?
No, sir.
I mean, from my side, if the disturbance is there, that is from that truck and all. Outside truck, not that garbage vehicle comes, no? Maybe that sound comes sometimes,
Yes,
correct?
sir. Sir.
Yeah, I mean, what is that? Kasavahiritami, Pratimane Indavani, Bandhu Illi Shekare. Like all those songs. Okay, other than that, no disturbance, I feel. Yeah. But
Yes,
from
sir.
your side, somebody will be shouting, somebody is doing something. Yes, did you understand all these things, dear children? Look at this beautiful thing, whatever we have started, gravitation we have started. We have learned so many pages here, no? We started from electric force. Actually, we wrote it electric charge here, no? What it is supposed to be actually, electric force, no? Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Electric force. I mean, electro means actually charge, actually electro means electron. Okay, all right, no problem. I think you guys understand what I say. Okay, electric force it is. So we discussed from electric force, but this electric force is a fantastic journey that will come in your 10th and 12th. Then we'll see that will be connected in 10th and 12th also. Then after that we have all this gravitational force is possible because of masses. Then all this discussion, and we came up with this simple point. What is that simple point? Characteristics of gravitational force. So we discussed about all these characteristics of gravitational force, correct? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then we come to this universal law of gravitation, 2 mark question, and we understood about this, and we got a beautiful formula. Then we talked about this acceleration due to gravity, which changes and all, but this do not change with place. Yes, the value of g, value of G. G means universal gravitational constant. Do not change. Do not change with place. Do not change with place. Throughout the universe, it is constant. All right. Then afterwards, we did one simple numerical, which is very important to build your concept. Then we have seen this centripetal force. Then we have seen orbital velocity. Are you feeling like you learned something new?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
We learned new stuff.
Yeah. All right, dear children. All right. I think, have you seen Shivanand sir was calling me?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Why he is calling me? Huh? Why he is
Don't know,
calling
sir.
me? No, he is calling me to take me to the marriage. I will go anyway, but together we want to go, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's why he was calling me. So I need to go now, and definitely this will be shared to you. Are you able to see the screen?
Today
What
another
is
class
happening
is there,
here?
sir.
No, wait. I will inform, man. Just wait. No, I mean marriage and all, celebration and all, food and all. Yes or no? In marriage, are you seeing that this is being shared here? Are you seeing that? Is it shared? Just
Yes.
check.
Came, sir.
Yes, sir.
It yeah, it will come. It will keep on coming. These things will keep on coming. The beautiful chapter. So all this PDF, you can have a look into this. And for every, this is good, no? Rather than sharing there, sharing in WhatsApp is good, no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Because here clarity is also there, no, dear children? Clarity is also there. Yeah. All right, dear children. So thank you very much for joining the class. And I will be seeing you tomorrow again 8 o'clock, and no class today because again we have to travel 50 to 60 kilometer. Again we have to come back 50 to 60 kilometer, and their celebration also we have to take pictures also with Anviresh sir. Then we have to eat the food also. We'll be tired, I guess. Yeah. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, dear children. So that's why there won't be any other class today. There won't be any other class. So that's why please cooperate, and I will be seeing you tomorrow. All right, dear children.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thanks,
sir.
sir.
All right, and
Thank
keep
you,
us
sir.
safe.
Bye, sir.
Bye,
Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir. Bye.
Bye, everyone. Bye.
You, sir. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Sir.
Bye, sir.
Bye, everyone. Bye. Bye,
Bye,
bye.
sir.
Bye, sir. Bye,
Bye,
sir.
bye,
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 sir.
bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye, sir.